The truth about influence that will actually help you. Here's the thing, we live in a society that idolizes influence, and everyone is trying to get a piece of the pie. No matter who you are, no matter how righteous or shisty you are, everyone is fighting for the same attention on the internet. This applies to you if you are a student trying to grow your LinkedIn profile to get a job. This is the truth if you are a coach trying to get clients. This is the truth if you are trying to build a brand for a business, or if you want to be growing your music or art so that people know who you are. Everyone is saying you have to be on social media, you have to be online, you have to monopolize attention. But here's the truth about influence. One, everyone has influence. Everyone is fighting for more influence. And what type of influence are you looking for? Now, I separate these two people into educators and entertainers. Now, I guess you can assume for me, I have opted for the education route. Now, of course, there are edutainment creators, which I might touch on a little bit. But for those who are entertainment creators, the ones that are maybe doing TikTok dances or pranks online, these are things that have very short shelf value. A prime example that might be recent in people's heads is Logan or Jake Paul, right? So these guys started on the internet just doing craziness, getting attention, doing absurd things that most people wouldn't do, so they vicariously live through them because they were willing to take the risk. But they're smart guys. They knew that that was short lived and they could not do that forever. Who do you know that has chosen that route of influence and has hung around for more than 10 years? Probably can't name one. Either they were forgotten, or they decided to transition into a new lane of influence. Logan Paul has made millions of dollars this year through his energy drink Prime, and we just saw Jake Paul fight Mike Tyson on a Netflix special. And he is providing entertainment value to people at a different level that is beyond his short lived days of old doing absurd acts of whatever you call it. I don't even know what you call it, just shenanigans. So choose the value that you want to provide to people. That's the first thing I would say. And then choose the thing that you would do no matter what. There's probably something that you are already doing that is valuable to people, and you may not realize it yet, but it is valuable. What would you do every single day of your life, even if you never got paid for it? And do that. Contribute it consistently. And that's the influence that you actually want to have, because people will see you, they'll see what you're doing, and they'll say, I vibe with that. I like that. You build a community of people around you that you actually want to build. Second thing, always go for the inputs and not the outcomes. If you are putting things into the world for the influence's sake, that is not a good reason, and that is how people make these videos about how I burned out and why I'm quitting YouTube or why I'm quitting TikTok. It's because they got caught up in the outcomes and they started making content for the algorithm or for the outcome of views, likes, praise, whatever it is. But rather, if you want to be what I like to call a visionpreneur, do the thing for the input's sake itself, saying, hey, I'm going to put this in the world, and whoever likes it, whoever vibes with it, whoever finds value from it, that's who it's for. That is a way more sustainable, enjoying, and fulfilling way to have influence. Influence is a great thing. It is something that is given to us by God Himself. And you can use your influence for a lot of good. I'm not bashing influence. I think influence is a good thing. But I just want us to make sure that we get clear about where we want to have influence. Doing the thing that we feel most natural doing, doing the thing that we are in flow doing, doing the thing that we would do anyway, even if we never got paid for it, or doing the thing that you know God has called you to, even if you don't want to do it. That is where the most fulfillment, enjoyment, and overall satisfaction comes from. Now, you might be wondering, well, how do I get clear on what I should be making? How do I get clear on what value I should provide to the world that I can have influence in? Well, that's a great question. I answer that question in my online community called Visionpreneur School. You can get there by going to buildyourvisionpodcast.com/community, or just going to buildyourvisionpodcast.com and clicking the community tab on the navigation bar. That link will also be in the description. And I talk about how to get clear on who you are, whose you are, and who you're called to serve so that you can have advancement and development in three areas: your clarity, your confidence, and your consistency. If you get developed in those three areas, I'm telling you, you will do very, very well in life. No matter how old or young you are, you will do very, very well in life. The last thing I want to say, do the darn thing. The reason why you're struggling to have influence with whatever it is because you haven't done enough yet. I'm speaking for myself as well. I don't expect for millions of people to follow me because I haven't done anything worth millions of people follow me for yet. Do dope stuff and share it. Stop trying to get influence when you haven't done anything. Do stuff, make stuff, share the stuff. That is the key to the influence you actually want that can actually help you. Don't try to circumvent the process. Do things that most people won't do. Get good at it, and you will have the influence if you share it. That's how it works. That's the principle of the earth. Hopefully, this was helpful to you. I know I kind of was talking around in circles a little bit. Thank you for watching if you're still here. But I really, really want us to understand this. Hey, influence, when you understand it correctly, can be very helpful. But let's go after the right type of influence so that we can sustain it and we can add value to people while pushing forward exactly what we're supposed to do with our lives so that we do not get burnt out as visionaries. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.